The Mother's Mundell Robinson. How are you, man?
Man, what's good, man? It's Thursday, so you know what it is.
It's Thursday, and that means it's almost Friday. Means it's almost the weekend.
That's,
Marcus, how
that's
you
a,
doing over there, man?
Man, I'm wired on a red eye, traveling out of town. I
Oh
got a
man.
four shot. I got a four-shot red eye, man. So I'm gonna be wigging out this episode and probably for the rest of the day.
Oh man. That's a lot of
I
that's a lot of
needed it.
traveling, bro.
I needed it. I got a lot of. I got a. No, I'm in a red eye like a coffee. Like,
Oh, I thought you meant red eye like a flight, a red eye
oh
flight.
no, no. Even though I
Okay.
did take the reason why I have a red eye is because I
It's
took a
because you
red eye.
took a red eye.
So
That that makes
right.
sense. That's what's going on. Shout out to everyone in the chat room showing us love. Good morning to everyone on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Keith Mack, we see you. Teresa Russell with the chipmunks. The squirrels are up. We love it. Anika Saunders, good morning to you. And so, what's happening since last night, man? What's going on? There's a lot of stuff. We got a hell of a title. We got Chainsaws slash the Blood of Jesus slash Katie Porter slash Donald Trump. I mean, what you guys watching?
Yeah, I'm gonna let Mondale
I, I
go.
yeah, I think you just listed it for me, man. That I think I'm not to mention I'm gonna let Marcus start out because he was talking about it in before we went live about Georgia Republicans.
Eating
I'm
each other
I'm super
alive.
excited about Gabriel Sterling is my favorite Georgia Republican right now.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
so yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot to talk about this episode. Marcus said he wanted to name it the news episode, and I think you did a great job of condensing the title. But we're gonna have some fun this show, so y'all prepare yourselves.
Those are facts. Tell me about these Georgia Republicans that are eating themselves alive, man.
First off,
Man,
Brad.
go ahead, Marcus.
Man, Brad Roethlisberger might as well just go ahead and make himself a Democrat real quick because he's the perfect national Democrat.
Mm.
Wow,
he's
wow.
he's the hey, hey, listen.
Period.
Yeah, period. It is period, right? He's the perfect national Democrat, and I mean, so here's what's going on, America. The Trump administration is very upset that they lost Georgia, right? And that's the ethos of it. Black people in the state of Georgia historically were just not supposed to be able to win an election in the state of Georgia. That's just the way it is, right? So even though it did happen at this time, the protections that New Georgia Project put in, the protections that Fair Fight put in, the protections that the ACLU of Georgia put in to make sure that as many people didn't get purged off the voter roll like they did in 2018. There's a lot of work that went into fighting against that narrative.
Mm.
So Brad Roethlisberger really didn't have a clear pathway to purge the way that Brian Kemp did. And trust me, if he did, he would have, right? But lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit happened, and Brad Roethlisberger's basically his hands were tied, right? And his hands were tied to the detriment of Donald Trump, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So now now the Republican Party is basically telling every Republican in the state of Georgia that they better be asking for a recount. They better be asking for. They better be stopping the progress and making sure that do everything that you possibly can to make sure that Donald Trump wins. Here's the
Mm-hmm.
problem with that: if you got a job to do and the job has basic requirements, even Republicans can't go past that requirement before they start making themselves look like completely integrityless people, right? People without full integrity in general. And that's what's going on right now. So I forgot the brother's name. Mondale just said his name. Yesterday at a rally, and by the way, to all of my people in Albany, Georgia, and in South Georgia, not Albany, but in South Georgia, do not go to that Trump rally. Just stay away from that Trump rally in South Georgia. But the Trump campaign basically wants Kelly Loeffler and Senator Perdue to make the Senate and fight for the Senate to not necessarily pass to get the election count recounted and getting calling fraud and doing all that stuff. And they're not doing it because they know that they're going to lose integrity. So right now the GOP is in a complete kerfuffle
Mm-hmm.
in the state of Georgia. And it's starting to look like no matter how bad of a campaign that these guys can run in Georgia, and I'm not sitting here saying they're completely bad campaigns, but I'm just saying that, the bad commercials that we've talked about on this show before is not going to matter because there's a possibility that Ossoff and Warnock can win this race just because of the ineptitude and the psychoticness of the Trump administration itself. So that's where we are in the state of Georgia, right? And I mean, yeah, and the last thing I want to say is I don't want to give white Democratic consultants who don't know what they're doing easy wins, because that can set us back 20 years. But we do. But what's more important than that? So you got to weigh your wins and losses here, right? Like, do we want a Democratic Senate that we can actually get some laws passed, no matter how neoliberal approaching they might be? Yes, I think we want that over, but we might be risking that for races in the future and winning the South in the future. But hopefully, as the demographics change, that won't matter.
Mondale.
Yeah, man. Listen. So first of all, let me start by saying that the Republicans in Georgia are still the Republicans in Georgia, right? But it is something else to watch a Republican say that another Republican should be shot because he won't lie about the integrity of so many million Georgians going out and vote, record levels. I think it is amazing to me how important white people find themselves to be, right? Like we screaming for 4 years, we've been screaming, y'all need to cut this out, right? Y'all need to call out what Donald Trump doing or has done, right? And here's what's amazingly funny to me. It only matters when Republicans, white people, want it to matter, right? So Donald Trump, they normalized Donald Trump for 4 years, and now they think all of a sudden they're just gonna cut that switch off. Well, Donald Trump pathology ain't gonna let that happen. You can't just cut Donald Trump off. You should have stopped this in the first year when y'all was letting him when y'all was letting him lie about things that you knew were false. Now you have a gentleman who has 4 years of lying as his track record. Donald Trump's presidency, his presidential library, and his presidency will be filled with books of lies. Like, that's all you could put in them. That's it. And these Republicans have a role in that, all of them. So now that this beast has turned his head on them, they want all of a sudden to the 74 million people that voted for him to stop believing what they told him to believe for 4 years, inviting him to the state, treating him like he's King Donald Trump, because Donald Trump came to office believing that he literally wasn't going to leave until he died. I don't care what anybody said. I had this conversation last night. Donald Trump had plans on staying on Pennsylvania Ave until Donald Trump wasn't a person anymore. And then he thought his daughter was going to take over, right? So these Republicans, man, I'm laughing at it because it's funny. Not that people are getting threats, but no one said anything when Democratic lawmakers was getting threat. These Republicans were mummed when Donald Trump supporters were trying to kidnap Michigan governor. These Republicans were mummed when these people were threatening ideas and messaging to the squad. So it's ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
That's exactly what it is. Somebody reminded me, I said this last night, like the Republican Party, they need to be haunted by Donald Trump until he dies. They need to be held accountable for Donald Trump. And I kind of love the idea. I forget which one of you mentioned it, but there's going to be a high likelihood that Donald Trump immediately announces a campaign for 2024, like on election on inauguration day. Good. I hope he does, because that means the Republican Party is going to be fighting on 3 fronts, right? They're going to be fighting the neoliberals. They're going to be fighting Donald Trump, and they sure as hell going to be fighting the progressives. They got a 3-front roar ahead of them if Donald Trump goes ahead and runs in 2024. So I, as far as I'm concerned, whatever, let him do it.
Hey, I got something that's relevant to the times. How about this right here? From now on, every single time a Republican says, you want to defund the police, the Democrats should say, well, you supported the fascists. There you go, right? Like there's your answer. There's your answer, right? Like, the defund the police thing, like, that's fine, right? Stop centering. Everybody who's a Republican at some point in time during the last 4 years
has supported
the fascists.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep. Big facts. Mundell, if you could, I'm prepping some of these videos. What is the name? That chainsaw video, man, that you sent me last
Oh,
night.
oh my God.
Oh my God, no.
Bruh.
I wanted y'all to see that people
And
ain't
we don't have to
scared.
cover it. We don't have to cover it right now. But I was trying to find
No,
out.
no,
I was,
no, no,
I was
come
trying to
on,
find
man,
a higher
please.
definition. I'm trying to find a higher resolution
Oh,
version of it so I can play
yeah.
it.
All right, so you go
so
ahead. You go ahead and find that, and I'm going to introduce the next segment, which is yesterday. Our colleague Ben Dixon had an opportunity to interview Jamal Bowman, the congressman from, and yeah, we covered the news, right? So I think that's pretty big news, right?
Yeah.
Yesterday, our colleague got a chance to cover and interview Jamal Bowman, and there was just some interesting takeaways from that right there, and so Ben, while you're finding your thing, like. What was your most important takeaways from the interview yesterday with Bowman?
That the
Congressman
media
Bowman.
does, the media really does have the power to shut you completely the fuck out if it wants to. They can. Today will be his first interview on any mainstream network since they cut him off a week ago. So as of yesterday when we were talking, I mean, there's a whole lot of other stuff. We talked about Obama. We talked about defunding the police. We talked about reparations and all those things. Like he's on the right page as far as I'm concerned. I couldn't help but get that sinking feeling that at a certain level, this entire system could shut everything down if they really needed to. If we became a real threat to these people, man, it wouldn't be nothing for them to shut this shit down. That's just the feeling. I don't know how true that is, but that's the feeling I got doing the interview with him yesterday.
And I mean, it's interesting because he's a whole ass congressman.
He's
right?
a whole ass congressman, man.
Right, like like Rob, they're so embedded to the establishment powers that if you even say Rahm Emanuel. I mean, I don't think Rahm Emanuel is a big enough conversation on mainstream media as he's supposed to be, right? So, what I liked about your conversation yesterday was he had a whole litany of people that he said should not be in the
administration.
You're right, and I wish he would have been able to go out nationally and just break down his list.
The whole list. Cool. Yeah. He
tell Jason to interview him this weekend. Jason got 2 days.
Jason
Johnson. He's on MSNBC this morning. I mean,
there you go.
Tiffany AM.
Oh, he's hosting.
This weekend he got both days. So
nice.
Tell Jason to get him up there.
Yeah.
I'll be on Saturday. I might do it myself.
Do it, man. Do that shit. Shit. I'm looking for a particular comment here in the comment section.
Here's what I think. I think Ben. I think you're absolutely right. In the past time, like the media's power was unchecked. This is why people don't forget, or people have forgotten, or some people may have never known that there was a time when people called media the fourth arm of government. You know what I'm saying? So people shouldn't forget that. But just like we saw in Egypt. This thing called the interweb is amazing, and the power that can be born on the internet can't be checked. We saw an entire revolution start on Twitter in Egypt. So I think to a certain extent, Ben, you're absolutely correct that like media and the powers that be can shut things down. But then again,
they'd have to shut everything, like to shut the internet down.
They would have to black out the country, right?
Right.
And that power doesn't exist because then they would have a revolution that they're not ready for because they become China at that point. And also, like when they try to shut him out, people like you create space for him. So I think that's the beauty of the Ben Dixon Show, Clickbaity, and spaces like spaces that are not like owned by powers like like natural gas or gas companies or oil companies or any advertising giants that can control what is said on the airway, even though they're just buying ads supposedly.
That's a good point. I feel I'm looking for a particular comment because somebody wanted to know in general. They asked you specifically, Mundell, what did you think about the interview? Because you had a couple of issues
right.
that you want to take up with. Hang on one second, folks. I'm just trying to forward this
Hey,
link.
Trap Squad, y'all are a hot mess. Why y'all bombarding the inbox during the interview talking about some where's Mondale? Where's Mondale?
So people should know that the Ben Dixon show is not responsible for the shit Mondale Robinson said. And Mondale Robinson is not a part of the Ben Dixon show, so y'all shouldn't take my attitudes and apply them to Ben, who is a journalist, and I am an opinionated political strategist and also black man who does this political stuff. So those things should be fresh on all of y'all minds every day. I wake up and live politics every day in 3 or 4 forms. I have a consulting firm. I have Black Male Voter Project, and I am the national political director for Democracy for America, one of the oldest super PACs in this country. So I see candidates, I see politicians in ways and access to them in ways that most folk don't get to see them. C4 side, C3 side, and PAC side, not to mention consultant side. So what I know about candidates come from 20 years of relationships that are not Ben's role. Ben and I have different roles in the space that we sit in. So there's that. Secondly, Ben, show me what was the question, Ben? What did I think about the interview?
Yeah, they just want to know what you thought about the interview.
Well, so first of all,
it's up here somewhere, but go ahead.
So people, I need all of us to be bigger than any of us, right? Like I need y'all to know that my questions for Jamal are already answered because I talk to him directly on a regular basis through text messaging. Him and Bill Cobb, who's also been on this show, who we brought on the show for our election episode. We are in a text chain where we talk daily. And so my grievances are not aired out on a show. They've already been voiced to him before I bring them to you all. So there's that. Secondly, I think it's real. Like I said, I think the brother, he's new. He's never been involved in politics. This is new for him. And I saw it at the beginning when his sausage was just intestines and had been grounded up. So I know all of that. And I love to see Ben Dixon in the space he was in yesterday. And I think
so what Mandela is trying to say very, very nicely is that he has the sausage making data on Jamal Bowman. Am I hearing that correct?
AOC, Jamal Bowman, you name them.
Right.
I mean, all of them.
I don't have right now, because let me start here. I don't want to work on these people's campaigns,
right?
Or in proximity to that space, to get that level of campaigns are messy. Y'all can testify to that, right? I'm more interested in what you're doing policy wise.
Exactly.
I'm more interested in what you're standing for, what you're representing, what you're fighting for. And honestly, I mean, just everything that he said, word for word, I didn't have any immediate reason, but hold on, you know what I mean? Because he's fighting for reparations. He's fighting for Medicare for all. Now, I think, Mondale, you could say this, or maybe you can or can't. Tell me, can you say whether or not the things that he's publicly saying he's fighting for are actually the things that he's fighting for? Because I don't know. I mean, if he tells me he's fighting for reparations, I'm all for it.
So I'm gonna go back to what I said on the episode. I'm alarmed at how the Justice Democrat control like what's happening with Jamal Bowman. Post-election and sitting down in an office in Congress. Those alarms are still ringing, and I that's my thing. So his stance is his stance. I said that type of behavior is scary to me. Where Justice Democrats who are not that, if you ask, well, I said what I said, but I'm just.
Wait, okay, you hold that thought because everybody's like, Marcus, what did you? Okay, say it.
I'm going to say it. So we have.
Are you really going to say
we
it?
We have. There are 3 districts that touch each other, and New York 17, 16, and 15. And we should really look at how those races were, how they were, what was going on when they were won, and how the races was run. And then, I mean, we could have a conversation. It's my job to ensure. I always my way of campaigning is the most inclusive way of any political strategies that I'm aware of. Like expanding the electorate is how we make sure that we are not running traditional campaigns and excluding Black and brown folk, marginalized folks that they call low information or low propensity voters. And I don't think the Justice Democrat has bought into that model. I think they are more about traditional campaigns.
Marcus, everybody wants to know.
Hold on. Exile complex that I have an issue with the most progressive
stuff. Right.
The problem is you center whiteness as you think it's progressive, and I don't. So, but okay.
The sinister smile. They want to know. They want you to fill us in, Marcus. What's the sinister smile for?
My smile. Oh yeah.
Yeah, your smile. Yeah.
All y'all petty as fuck. I mean, the Trap Squad petty as fuck. Mondale can be petty in his own way. Ben, you can be petty. I'm just laughing at everybody's quiet pettiness.
Well, say it.
No. What I mean is first, Mondale is right about like knowing how the sausage gets made. I guess I was just laughing to myself thinking, what lane do I play on this show? Right? Like if because I'm a campaign guy that's been on television and done stuff, and I'm a consultant too. And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm smiling because I'm thinking to myself, it was the first time I was like, man, what the hell am I doing here? I just talk shit.
I mean, that's 90% of politics. Go ahead.
That was literally 90% of politics, and I was just thinking how if Mondale were in that interview the day that he was saying what he was saying, what would have came out of it, right? And I was also thinking to myself how petty the Trap Squad can be, because I was just watching the interview. It was just like every time the congressman spoke, somebody from the Trap Squad would throw up a squirrel and say Mondale. And I'm sorry, that's why I wouldn't have sinister smile. I was just laughing thinking about the interview and watching our people go ahead, man. It was funny. That was just funny to me. I'm sorry.
Well, cool. I got some of these videos down. Go ahead, Marcus.
Yeah. I do have one thing to say about like the inner workings of campaigns and progressives. I do know I am a case study for trying to be a Black progressive in the middle of modern campaigns. I am the perfect case study for it, right? And I'll say like this right here, and again, this is not to bash anybody, but like there are people who have traditional mindsets, like Mondale says, and if you are a Black person or a person of color that pushes back against the traditional mindsets, and progressive campaigns are supposed to be progressive. Like, why use neoliberal tactics for a progressive candidate? I've never understood that, right?
Because they don't want progressive candidates to exist. They want all of us to fall in line with them.
But the problem is, it's the candidate's decision.
Is it really? I hear that.
Yeah,
man.
No. I mean,
but if you get the wrong consultants, and let me ask you this, because if you get the wrong consultants, they won't let that be the they'll make the candidate think it's their decision, but at the end of the day, it's the consultant's decision.
Well, yeah, okay. So I mean, no, you're right, but you're wrong, because at the end of the day, fuck them consultants. They can get fired, right?
You see
what I'm saying? And it's your choice whether that consultant has put a brain bug, a brain worm in your brain, and can't think differently outside of what they're telling you to do. I mean, listen, I'm gonna say affirm. Divine Moby Longabar. I don't even think they get together anymore, but they land the biggest contracts for television, and they actually brought me to the Bernie Sanders campaign, right? But they are a campaign that will tell a candidate with the quickness, why are you even knocking on doors? Why don't you put all the money in television? So they'll have one of them consulting the campaign and the other one making commercials, right? One of them managing the campaign, and the other one making commercials. And yeah, I'm calling out names. It's Divine, Moby, Longabaugh. Look them up. Look them up. They're the ones who
Names on the table today, folks.
They're the ones who made that America commercial that all y'all white folks went gaga for on
Which
Bernie
one was
Sanders'
that?
campaign.
The Iowa commercial?
American, American, of my own. And they've been hired multiple times, and they're multi millionaires. And every campaign that they go on, the first thing that they'll tell a candidate to do is to not invest in the field and not invest into organizations.
Mundell,
you sent me an article. You want me to put that on the screen?
I was actually just giving so for me, what I'm saying is the interworkings of news stories that were kind of buried that people don't talk about, right? Like, so like this is just what I sent to you, Ben, is no different than me telling people that if we are progressives, then it should show in our campaigning and the way we campaign. The Justice Democrats sometimes do not show up in a way that is absolutely beneficial to Black folk. This race that we love, all people have to do is read this article and find out like that nearly all Black people sat out that race. I was gentrifying young white folk that people gentrifying that do not look like that district, Black and brown, heavily Black and brown district. That sent her to Congress. And that ain't to say that it wasn't a good thing, because we love her in Congress, right? AOC is the wave. That's just a fact. I'm just telling people that, I mean, like when we buy into these ideas that this is the progressive marker, and if you say something against it, then you hate progressive. No, I love truth and honesty. And what I said was about how people show up in the campaign space, meaning the consultants they hire. And consultants are problematic in spaces sometimes, especially when they are running traditional campaigns. And when I talk to one of your operatives, and your operatives say to me, to my face, oh, why would we talk to Black men? Because they don't know them to turn out anyway. And it's 59,000 Black. Jamal Bowman's.
Did he?
We had this conversation on the bus. And I called the operator out in front of Jamal Bowman on the bus, and to Jamal's to his benefit, he was shocked. I'm like, yo, you got 59,000 Black men in this district, and you not touched them. And he turned around. He turned around and was like, whoa. I'm like, yo, I got you an endorsement. Maria was there. Maria Cole, Dr. West. She wasn't there physically, but I was in conversation with her when it was happening. I'm like, yo, give me an endorsement from Dr. Cornel West, and we're going to use it ourselves. So, I mean, she got me an endorsement, and rather than wait on a campaign to do what I know needed to be done, I used, Jamal Bowman has a powerful story. He's from the projects in that district. He started a school in that district. Black men would be moved by that story. You know what I'm saying? He made sure that the teachers looked like the demographics, meaning if it's a majority brown and Black school, the teachers would be majority brown and Black, period. And that school was super successful, so successful that the state tried to change the rules. That's how many Black and brown students were surpassed. They were doing better than any New York public school, basically, with test scores with Black and brown students. So we know he know how to relate to our school and give our kids what they need. But these folk didn't find value in that story, sharing it with Black men, because there was 59,000 Black men who didn't vote. Not to mention Jamal Bowman, I don't know if y'all know this, is a Black man from that district. So we began to engage Black men, and I find that as super offensive for so many reasons.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. So we did. We don't wait on folk when we see a need, like we needed we needed Jamal Bowman in Congress, right? We needed Elliot Engel gone. We needed Elliot Engel gone. So when I think we need somebody, I'm not gonna wait on the campaign to do it. I'm just gonna do it myself, and that's what we did. Yeah.
What's interesting is when Barack Obama got elected, Barack Obama was identified as a Black man. When Jamal Bowman got elected, he got identified as a progressive. I'm just. It's kind of like they weaponize Blackness for what they want, right?
They whitewash you immediately. Bro, if you're not, I mean, Joe Biden meant what he said when he said, if you don't ain't voting for me, you ain't black. Or if you don't know what you're going to do by now, you ain't black. Because there's only a certain type of blackness that is okay with the Democratic Party. And it's certainly not.
He probably got that line from Barack. Barack said,
probably.
Joe, you can go talk to Charlamagne the God, who's the most problematic Negro, and just say it. America.
They'll agree with you, Joe. They'll think that. Listen, man. If you notice something, the one thing that I noticed about that moment in time, even though we drug them at that moment in time, the one thing that I noticed about that moment in time is all the people who were defending. Oh, y'all know what he meant.
Talking about Obama.
Joe Biden, all the black folks that rolled out and was like, y'all know what he meant.
Nah, the hell I didn't know what he meant. Man, you telling me
I know what he
black.
said. Right. I know what he said, and it was bad. It was real bad.
So I want to watch all those Negroes that defended him during that moment. Like Viet Cong ain't my enemy. You my enemy. Hey, let's run that clip though.
Which clip are we talking about?
So
I gotta laugh, man. I feel like laughing today, man.
I'm still waiting on that. I don't have the high definition version of that one yet. We're gonna try to get it because that one is really small. But I got the Katie Porter and Gabriel Sterling clips. Y'all want to watch either one of those?
I think let's watch this. Let's watch Congresswoman Porter remind Mnuchin that he's not a lawyer. He just played one on TV.
Here we go.
I'm reading aloud now from Section 4027 of the CARES Act. On or after January 1, 2026, any funds that are remaining shall be transferred to the general fund. In other words, sent back to the Treasury. Secretary Mnuchin, is it currently the year 2026? Yes or no?
First, let me comment. I do believe there's an economic emergency. You're putting words in my mouth that are not correct. Second of all, okay, the answer is that 4027.
The time belongs to the gentle lady. Reclaiming my time, Mr. Mnuchin, would you start by answering my first question, and I will ask you others. Is today the year 2026? Yes or no?
Of course it's not 2026. How ridiculous to ask me that question and waste our time.
Well,
I want to fight this dude.
I think it's ridiculous that you're play acting to be a lawyer when you have no legal degree.
Actually, I have plenty of lawyers at the Department of Treasury who advise me. So I'm more than happy to follow up with Chair Waters and explain all the legal provisions and the ranking member. So more than happy to make that access.
Because I'm a white man.
Are you in fact a lawyer?
I do not have a legal degree. I have lawyers that report to me.
Thank you.
Oh, that's a Donald Trump answer.
Chair Powell, are you in fact a lawyer?
I am a former lawyer, a recovering lawyer.
You have a legal degree, correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So, Secretary Mnuchin, you're trying to tell Chairman Powell to send over any remaining funds right now, and you're claiming, falsely in my opinion, that is what the law says. And you've gotten into agreement with someone who's actually a lawyer. And
are you a lawyer?
Congress, which actually wrote the law about what it says.
Are you a lawyer, dude? I don't know. That's Steve Mnuchin.
That is the epitome. Well, Marcus, you wanted that clip. I'm gonna let you go ahead and tee it up, and I'm just gonna follow off. Go ahead, brother.
No, you got it. Continue. Go ahead. You got it.
That was a Donald Trump response. I mean, like, this is why Donald Trump loved this guy so much. Like, these are white men who have never been questioned. Like, their mother gave them first place medals even when they came in last. Like, I know these white guys. They usually end up if they have a certain incident in their childhood, they become serial killers, right? The difference is they didn't have that triggering incident, so now they are just pricks.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are pricks. Donald Trump pointing his finger at a reporter saying, "Don't ever talk to me like that. I'm the president." First, he called the guy, what do you call him, a low life or something? Like you are low level. He's a reporter, bro. Like, so anyway, here's my thing. This is whiteness. This is America. This is how racism look to the rest of the world. So white people are finally getting to see themselves, like they're turning on themselves. This is how white supremacy ends. This is like the maturity, the maturation of white supremacy, and I'm loving it. I'm loving every bit of it. Like, because first they wouldn't say liar about Trump. They was like, oh, it's an untruth. They made a whole new word to not call Donald Trump a liar. Right? when Barack Obama had policies he was producing or talking about in the State of the Union, and a white man sitting in Congress called him a liar to his face on the floor. Right? So I'm telling people right now, this she did burn him. But here's the problem. He represents something so much bigger than that moment. He represents whiteness unchecked. And I'm telling you all, this administration has been unchecked for 4 years, and now doing it seems like hypocrisy to them. It seems like hypocrisy to them. Fox News turning their back on Donald Trump is hilarious to me. Like now, and what I'm seeing, it's hilarious to me. It's like, so they know that, okay, this guy's leaving, so now we got to switch gears. And it's just, to me, it's stupidity, and they're banking on the fact that nobody over there cares about anything that happens before right now. Their memory is as short as whiteness, like trajectory. So I'm super excited about where we are right now. Great job, Katie Porty, for checking him, but he still represents whiteness to me.
What you think, man?
Steve Mnuchin wanted to call the cops on the congresswoman. I promise you, man. He wanted to call somebody, right? I mean, Mondale, you just said it. These guys. I guess what I would like to do is have this as a lesson to all of my white progressive friends. I want them to look at this, and I want them to internalize what white guying really looks like, and how, if this bothers you and you see this clip and this bothers you, then imagine what black folks and brown folks in this country have been going through for years and years and years. Every single time we ruffle the feathers of a white man, whether progressive or not. That's what it looks like. Of course I got it right. I'm right all the time, right? And Mondale is right. It's interesting to see it, but like in the neighborhoods, right? In the streets, when a confrontation happens like that between a white woman or a black man or a black woman with a white man like that, or even some white women, there's some people. Black people go to jail. Black people get killed. Black people get called the cops from attitudes like that. Like, you got like that mentality that you just saw on the floors of Congress is the same mentality that have kept us enslaved. It's the same mentality that has moderates thinking that it's okay to say it's not cool to say defund the police. That's that same mentality. I'm white. And I've been right my whole life. If I think the cops are good and it's okay to kill black people, it's fine because I say so. Because they have a fucking power complex, man. And it just take this situation and breach it across the history of America, breach it across modern politics, breach it across Barack Obama's best friends, breach it across Rahm Emanuel. This is how they all think, but they're just thinking it in public. So Republicans think it, but they're problematic. Democrats think it, but they're tokenizations. They're tokenistic. And even some progressives, white folks, act like this because they're paternal, right? Like, so whenever there's some leverage there, man, I don't want to go too far with this right here. All I'm saying is that y'all watch whiteness. Yeah, y'all watch whiteness right here because. Oh yeah, I mean, indeed. Yeah, because like if you think Jeff Weaver wasn't doing that, you crazy as hell. If you think. Wow. You know what I mean? If you think that there's so many white men that I could just call out right now, and then trust me, I would. But as a matter of fact, as the episode goes along, if I randomly call out a white man's name, I'm just thinking of that white man in a paternalistic nature that with Steve Mnuchin, anybody in the same kind of mentality.
Lindsey Graham during the Brett Kavanaugh hearings when he came out all angry about, there's a miscarriage of justice. That was another example of white men using and weaponizing their anger because America has historically genuflected before the anger of white men. I mean, hell, America's founded on the anger of white men.
Who was Cedric Richmond cussing out with the soft ass hands?
Matt Gaetz,
right? Like, we can just go down the list of And I mean,
Yeah,
in
George
order
Washington,
not,
Abraham Lincoln. We can go all the way back. Yeah, right, right.
you know what I mean? So that's what I want y'all to take from this right here is that just because it happened during this moment in time, I want y'all to understand that from the progressive side of the house all the way to the most conservative people, this is how they think, and this is why good shit doesn't happen, because we're automatically supposed to bow down to some kind of magical white man fairy.
Yeah, no,
listen,
you're supposed to bow down to their anger, man. You don't realize when a white man shows his anger, it was lightweight. Mondale, he called that journalist a lightweight. A lightweight. It could, because that has been their fallback position. Their fallback position has been, don't make me angry. You won't like it when I, as a white man, get angry. And now they're in a position. This is why they're so mad. They've been able to get away with that for generations, for for centuries. I'm a white man and I'm angry, so you better back up. And now people are like, bro, we don't even see angry. We laugh at their anger. Katie Porter made him look like a goddamn fool with his anger last night.
Yeah, I mean, if we believe in science, and I know we do on this show, let me do a couple of things real quick. I'm gonna hop around, but trust me, the trunk of this tree, they're different branches, so the leaves look different depending on where the sun's hitting them, but they're from the same root. Right, the tree trunk is the same. First, one of our listeners, we posted a comment when Marcus was talking earlier, Ben, about someone saying we need as many people as possible to join the Justice Democrat and also the People's Party.
That was a super
I think
chat from
I think that is you centering an idea that I disagree with wholeheartedly. I don't think the progressive thing to do is to cede all this power that we've created in the Democratic Party, all this infrastructure. If the show earlier was Ben was talking about the power bees and how strong they are to shut you down. What do you think they're going to do to a party that's on one state ballot, or you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think they're going to do with you're not going to be, the Green Party has not had a presidential candidate since when? I mean, that was seriously taken serious. Never. So I'm telling you right now, a party where all the black folk go will render us, out of power. I think this is our party. Giving it up makes no sense to me. This is our infrastructure. Democratic Party loses every election, every national election without us, period. This is our party. No white people can say that. No other oppressed folk can say that. This is without the help of the black folk. The majority, I'm talking about, like, if we have to perform at Superman level to make this party win. And we do it every cycle. We show up every cycle in droves for this party. And anybody saying anything different about the truth is fanciful to me. And we'll just leave it at that. That is grounded in white supremacy. For real, that way of thinking. Also, I want to say that Marcus, when Marcus was talking about these guys with these white men with these soft hands, Lindsey Graham and the such and the likeness. Here's my problem. These people showed us that their definition of democracy is whiteness. With the election of Donald Trump, let us see that none of this experiment, this 400-year experiment called American democracy, means anything to these white people as long as power is on their side and it benefits them. They don't care, bro. Like, period. It ain't about them. They don't want it. They don't care about none of y'all elections. They would have been comfortable if the Americans would have said Donald Trump can run 3 terms. These Republicans showed us that they would have rolled with it. They would have rolled with it.
Absolutely.
Change the law for Donald Trump. They would have been fine with it. Then that too is grounded in whiteness. And the last thing I'll say is, let's keep it a buck. Donald Trump this was what rubbed me the wrong way. Donald Trump sees no value in anything other than powerful men who have the ability to kill when they want to. A journalist sitting at the White House asking him a question, he called them lightweight. No, sir, that is the epitome of that job. You can be arguably, it can be argued that person has reached the highest rungs of his profession, right? Like, great job, you are there. But it shows his mentality. Everybody is the help to Donald Trump, except for people who can exploit other people. It goes back to his father not hugging him or telling him, like, loving people is an ill-conceived idea. And it shows in the way he shows up in the world with his small thinking about what is important and what is not important. To call a journalist lightweight shows who he is. I'm sorry. My African American vernacular is getting the best of me this morning, and I don't mind that. But I don't want y'all white people sending me no grammatically correct responses. That's boy. Go ahead. I'm ranting right now.
I'm trying to get this video to play, but before we go to that video, I'm gonna pull up this article that Marcus just sent me.
What article?
Marcus just trying to irritate people this morning. That's why he's smirking like this. Marcus is trying to irritate everybody.
Wait, pause. You notice I had one of the Brother Mondale moments where I looked down for a little while?
Yeah. Hilarious. All right, here's what he's sharing. He's sharing an article from The Hill. I'm just pulling it up on the screen so that you all can see it. And I love that you guys can see everything in real time now. That's really helpful. Here it is on the screen. Juan Williams of Fox News, I think it was a PBS before that, said Clyburn is my choice as politician of the year.
Oh God. Juan Williams and all them damn extra teeth.
God damn, bro.
He didn't let his dentist give him a mule mouth. Fuck him.
And he looked like he can eat an apple and make it look exactly like the apple sign.
Dude looked like the donkey off of Shrek.
Juan Williams.
Juan Williams, yeah.
I can see that. I definitely can see that. Man. F him and Clyburn. That's all I got to say about
basically,
that article. Him and F Clyburn, man. Fuck them both. What you think, Marcus?
Come on.
You said it. What you think?
Yeah, let's just go through it real quick because here's the reasons why he believes that Clyburn is the politician of the year. The biggest political story of the year is the defeat of President Trump. If not for Clyburn, Biden would not have been on ballot to defeat Trump. Therefore, meaning that no one else could defeat the most hated president from the left in modern history. Basically, what this guy is saying is that listen, guys, as much as I criticize Bernie Sanders, I do understand the hatred of moderate Democrats and moderate people of anything that's progressive that looks like Bernie Sanders. I understand that completely.
Why is that?
Well, I understand it because the threat of ending capitalism and ending their special place in society as gatekeepers of Black folks might end. And I'm not saying that Bernie wouldn't have the same kind of system with Black folks, but I know he would do something about capitalism, right? And their addiction to capitalism has these folks taking pot shots at progressives and Bernie Sanders, even when Bernie's not even in the race.
Nobody even doing anything to these clowns, bro. Like they want the smoke. So all right, we're gonna have to give it to them.
So let me Ben, can I say something real quick? Is it ask you to pull back the article, the part that you had highlighted? I'm gonna show people how disgusting and ill ill-equipped our media is to cover the news in a real way. How did editors, how did people allow this to go to print, virtual print, without checking like this? This is because I'll tell you how, because people don't understand how campaigns are won. The next one, brother, it says, what other, the part that was about, I'm sorry, the part that said what other Democrat could have defeated, it was under,
Biden would not have been on the ballot to defeat by, what part you referencing?
It was like, what other Democrat, so I was reading it, it was,
here, I find it. What?
So basically what I'm telling you guys is, this article shows how people don't understand like elections and our media. This is The Hill, right?
Yeah. The Hill is crap.
Right there. Thank you.
They're successful, but they're crap.
Yeah. So let me explain to y'all like problems. Everything that he gave as a reason to why Trump was undefeatable or to any other Democrat isn't even a reason on how you win elections. Pull it back up, Ben. So first of all, let me start. An incumbent having a fired up base means nothing. You can't win a presidential election without more than your base. If you turn out your base in a presidential election, you've already lost. Neither party has a big enough base, meaning regular voters, to win an election. This was not a base voting election. This was a electorate expanding election, the largest election ever. Secondly, and then he's talking about a record bankroll. Bank money doesn't win election. For the past few election cycles, the candidate with the most money has lost the election. So that's ridiculous in itself. And total control over the GOP. Every presidential candidate has total control over their party. And even when they don't, that's not enough. So that right there, like that right there is the fallacies that exist within these people's thinking about how politics and how politicians win. This is why we shouldn't just be giving people expert titles when they just because they have extra teeth and on TV.
Hey, hold on. Go down a little bit more because I want to dig in a little bit more. All right. Go down to keep going down to Clyburn is the leading voice. Keep going. Why Clyburn is the leading voice? Why? There you go. Right there. Why? Clyburn is the leading voice.
Hang on. Hold that thought. I lost mine.
Ben did that on purpose so he can advertise for Apple. He's a
exactly. I'm trying
he's a paid spokesman for Apple News.
I'm trying to get Apple Care.
See what Ben just did.
I got the real definition of Apple Care, baby. Apple Care is when they pay you. Hang on. Here we go.
That is Apple Care.
That's right.
It's back on the screen.
Clyburn is the leading voice in Biden's ear on civil rights as the incoming president begins to handle the racial fire still burning after the massive fallout from the May death of George Floyd, a black man who had his neck pinned under a policeman's knee until he died. The powerful nationwide Black Lives Matter movement still has a strong political support around across racial and political lines. But in the presidential campaign, Trump turned it against Democrats. He played up incidents of looting and mocked the slogan to fund the police in order to diminish all calls for racial justice. With Biden in the White House, Clyburn is the leading black politician on racial.
Hang on. Wait a minute. I want to see. Biden in the White House. Clickbaity is the leading black politician on racial issues.
He already is on record for calling the "Fund the Police" a black slogan that cost the Democrats at the polls. He tells me he prefers reimagining policing. Okay. Okay,
yeah,
all right.
It's just time for them motherfuckers to go.
And just listen. You see how hold on. Do you see how problematic a man who is giving advice to the president about Black Lives Matter and is in the president's ear and then comes out and says sloganeering from the one thing that the protesters were out there asking for. And this guy is automatically the politician of the year when he says he wants to change the term to reimagining policing, no matter how you feel about the term. How cocky and selfish you got to be to make it about what you want. You cocky fuck.
I mean, reimagining the police sounds like a hell of a sloganeering to me. Somebody said, "What's wrong with Juan Williams' teeth?" Nothing wrong with that man's teeth. Mondale just petty as hell. That's all. You want to pull up a picture of it?
You know, I was about to send it to you. Like, why are we doing this?
Oh man, I wonder if you could share pictures.
I don't care about what Clyburn's friends say about me because I know a lot of them. Right. I don't care what Clyburn thinks about me. I don't care. Like, you don't have the right when millions of people were in the streets saying defund the police. It ain't your choice to go to the next leader of the free world and tell them, well, this is what I think you should say. Who are you? Like, literally, you are the disconnect, Clyburn. You want this episode to be the
no, do it, man. Fuck that dude, bro.
Let's keep it a buck. I mean, we have a president who's using the office like the blood of Jesus Christ, and they're over there talking about they don't want to defund the police, right? Like, we have a president who's trying to remove his kids of sins committed and those that will be committed, right? Donald Trump is weighing whether he will give a pardon for past crimes and future crimes to not just him, but
Man, ain't nothing wrong with that man teeth, man. Leave that man teeth alone, bro.
Ben petty, man.
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that man teeth, man. He just
Ben is petty, man. I can't believe you did that.
Not everybody grew up with dental insurance, bro.
I'm just listen, everybody know I'm just teasing. We didn't have any insurance. What are you talking about?
Shit. My health insurance was the blood of Jesus. That's in the title of the episode, right? Man, when I was little, you know, when you fill out those Title I school forms, I didn't know it was Title I at the time. I just knew it was free lunch. And part of filling that out, you had to fill out this form and tell them about your family, you know, who all is your family, and tell us who your doctors in case of emergency. My parents used to tell me just put down Jesus because we ain't had no insurance. We had insurance my whole life, man.
I'm not dealing with Mondale today. I can't keep doing this. The audience don't see what's about to happen, but it's about to happen. Y'all just gonna have a clickbaity moment.
The show is called Clickbaity.
Is it reimagining the police slogan?
God damn, these people are horrible.
But there's a lot of teeth.
You see it on the screen. God damn. All right, go ahead, Marcus.
It's a lot of teeth. Ben, look at your message.
Yeah, he doesn't see the new one.
No, I didn't see that. Hang on. Jesus Christ. Y'all are so mean, man. God damn. I'm gonna put it on the screen though, because you know I don't give a damn. Well, hang on, we gonna get canceled.
It gotta be side by side.
Ogres are like parfait. What do you think, Strick? Ogres are not like parfait. We're like onions. He said that like parfait.
We're like onions.
Damn, somebody called him a mule mouth before we even put it on the screen.
God
damn. God damn. Listen, wait. They trying to blame me. Wait, Carly Kiss, I'm just putting on the screen. These are images that Mondale and Marcus Mondale is sending me. All right. I'm just participating in the petty.
Let me tell people. So people don't know this. Some people who are not engaged, who are not intimate with Black culture, don't know that snapping jokes is a part of
the culture, bro.
Yeah. Someone said that man had oppressors dentures. I cannot listen. It's a part of our culture,
right? He got the wooden teeth from George Washington, bro.
Somebody said that man got wooden teeth. I can't time for y'all. Y'all play too much.
This nigga stole George Washington's wooden, quote unquote, wooden teeth, bro. Quote unquote wooden teeth. Juan Williams, bro.
Fox News issued him teeth on his first pundit. You wear this microphone and these teeth.
You got to get the oppressor's teeth, brother. What do you think you doing? God,
you can't just have regular teeth. You can't have regular Black man.
You can't be out here having some good field slave teeth. You got to have some of the George Washington stole these teeth from slave dentures. Oh man, y'all are some evil people, boy. The audience is horrible.
But like snapping is an important part of Black culture. Let's be honest. So folk need to know that.
Do it.
Folk need to know that.
Oh my God. These people are y'all are gonna get this show canceled before it even gets off big, bro. God damn.
Oh, not Jabba Walker, bit. Not Jaja Binks.
Yeah, there you go.
He said Jaja Binks.
Misa, Jaja.
That movie, I wanted to throw that movie in the trash, bro. That blue shit. I'm like, oh no. White people ain't happy just saving Black folk. They want to go to another planet.
But listen, I need people to also understand. Like, listen, the part of Black culture is is the dozens or whatever, clowning people, Joan, and whatever the case may be. But also, like, you know, we ain't gonna clown you just because. We clown you when you set yourself up like a clown. You know, you come to the barbershop, you get clowned just because you walked in. It's just, you know, that's part of the culture. You got to be able to give it and dish it. But when you out here being a whole asshole, saying that the future and that Jim Clyburn is the representative, the best representative for Black people in Joe Biden's administration, yeah, you gonna have to get it.
Yo, can I just say something real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Y'all know the presidential club, the ex-president club is an exclusive club. Like only 5 of them, right? 4 or 5 of them. Well, 5 now with Donald Trump. But they don't really play with Donald Trump. They don't like Donald Trump, right? Like he's the president that will not be invited to the presidential club. You know what I'm saying? Have you seen and we also know that Jimmy Carter don't really play with them well, because not because, you know, Jimmy Carter is different than the rest of these guys anyway. He never wanted to be rich, never wanted to be famous, still live in the same spots, right?
Right.
But these three presidents, I'm gonna watch this. I hope they do it on live TV. Barack Obama, George Bush, and Bill Clinton said they're gonna get that vaccine publicly to show people it's safe. All I could think about, all I could think about was Barack Obama sipping that lead water in Flint. I'm not telling people that the vaccine. I'm not saying that the vaccine is bad or good. I'm not making a judgment on that. What I am saying though is Barack Obama doing anything like this just reminds me of how his public stunts play out in my mind.
Bro, you see what Luke Kang said? Look what Luke Kang said. Look at the screen, bro.
He said, oh, ass boy. Hey, let's go.
Brush them shits with Ajax, ass boy.
Oh, toilet mouth clean ass boy. Get one of them Mr. What's his guy named? The bald head. He got to look like Ben's
Jar Jar Williams, Misa ass boy.
It's a placebo.
Oh, James Clyburn is the best in the world, ass boy. Man, come on, Juan Williams.
Not the best. No, not the best. The best.
The best.
He's the bestest.
He's the bestest, Mouser. He's the best.
Oh, Mr. Clean Magic Eraser ass ass boy.
Think about the whole. Hey, check this out. Think about all the people that could have been considered politicians of the year that were just that made a little bit more sense than him writing the whole article about Clyburn, right? Like, how about Stacey Abrams? Even though she's not a politician, well, she is a politician, right? How about Stacey Abrams? How about Keisha Lance Bottoms, maybe, right? Like, how about especially in states where which following.
Yeah.
I'll even even though they're neoliberal, I'll even say like not even my boy Reginald Boulding, like the black representative state representative out in Arizona, who had an amazing turnout and helped. There's so many other people besides folks that you just want to like. Let's make sure the establishment is they clowning so hard it's hard for y'all to focus.
I'm listening. I'm trying to listen.
You in here, Marcus in here trying to make good damn sense.
It's like,
trying to tell
I'm sitting here like, I'm like, that part of the show is over, bro. Like, I'm just looking at the
we in the zone, bro.
You can't come back from this ad. We
2 for 2.
Boy.
We just need you to get in here, bro. If we had all three of us going back to back with their old George Jefferson looking ass boy, James Clyburn. George Jefferson head ass.
Teeth ass boy. Oh, used horse feet ass teeth ass.
We shall overcome ass boy. God damn, come on, man.
Oh, horse foot in his mouth ass boy. Poof, James ass motherfucker.
Bruh, James Clyburn like, we don't want to defund the police head. Man, come on, man.
Oh, like, Apple keyboard ass mouth ass boy.
Wait, I'm trying. See, I'm diligently trying to attack James Clyburn based on his politics, and Mundell stay going back to roast Juan Williams over his teeth.
Oh, like a new piano ass boy. Alicia Keys instrument ass mouth.
Alicia Keys ass.
Oh, Stevie Wonder can find his mouth ass boy.
Stevie Wonder playing his superstitious.
Superstitious
on that man's teeth. Ass, head ass. Man, come on, bro. You know what's funny though?
His mouth.
Yeah.
What that mouth do, ass boy?
The show is over, folks.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, Alicia Keys teeth ass head ass boy. But Mundell, you must have been like you had a rough childhood, huh?
Man, you know it. I'm telling you, man, look.
You grew up fending for your life, did you?
I'm 1 of 13 in the middle. I wasn't old enough to be cool with the old ones or young enough to be safe and protected by the old ones. So, I had to just come for everybody's throat. Like, I'm going to be out here by myself, bro, and just keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro.
When people put pianos
up. Hey, when Juan Williams comes up on the screen, y'all listen, you got to be a secure ass motherfucker to fuck around with this show. Let me tell you something, goddamn it.
Telling you.
Juan Williams would probably, he couldn't survive. Right now, if he saw what the audience was doing to him and what we are doing to him, man, that man might resign. That man might retire from TV. He ain't gonna smile no more. Let him watch this clip one time. That nigga gonna be on TV like, Well, you know,
God, go back clickbaity.
Mumble mouth ass boy.
Motherfucking teeth. Well, I remember the first time I saw his mouth. I was like, old ass human ass boy. That mother, he from a different breed of humans. Almost sapien ass boy.
Neanderthal ass
boy.
Spiritual ass boy.
Different part giraffe mouth ass, mixed culture ass boy. Thick African teeth having ass boy, chew wood for toothbrush ass boy, will clean his mouth with ass boy.
Hey, somebody in the audience. I know we dead ass wrong, but listen. I'm gonna give you the context. One, this is what we do. God damn it. And I hadn't done this since the quarantine. I hadn't been in a barbershop since quarantine, right? Well, you know, even before that, I started just shaving my own head. But I hadn't let my barber fix my beard up since quarantine. And so I had not had a good roasting session like this in 7 months. Other than the last time when we came up with the Chipmunk Squad, but that was at my expense. So I'm kind of glad. I was glad we got somebody else we can roast on today.
Man, I'm glad y'all brought up one week. What'd you call it, Marcus?
My mouth is closed, ass boy.
Ain't got enough lip to cover his teeth, ass boy.
Bruh.
Go get some.
Somebody said Shredder, bruh. Somebody said Shredder from the Ninja Turtles mouth ass. What? Look on the screen, bruh. Shredder from the Ninja Turtles mouth ass boy.
Yeah. Disney created that mouth ass boy.
Now listen. Let me say this to the audience because I love you. I don't know about these other two guys, but let me tell you how much I love you. It does not matter to me what your teeth look like, so long as you don't say some dumb shit like James Clyburn is the best black representative that Joe Biden can have. Then your teeth are beautiful to me. But for Juwan Williams and everybody else like him, the truth of the matter is this. Jar Jar Binks.
Hey, you know what? That picture is Juwan Williams. His regular picture is Juan. But from now on, that guy right there that we looking at.
That's Juwan. That's Juwan, bruh. Yeah, this show, it was beautiful. Can't nobody actually cancel us. But goddamn, if we wouldn't, man, we'd be canceled so quick. They could not have this. I don't even think this could be on Sirius XM.
He told Harpo to beat me mouth ass boy. Take my netty away from me, ass boy.
Universal pants having ass boy.
Don't say stupid shit. You won't get embarrassed, ass boy. Somebody said the tooth of the matter is. The tooth of the matter is we did. Oh man. Somebody said we need to find an Antifa. Where is the Antifa? The boy, the Tifa.
Yes.
Our likes are low, and I'm willing to expand this just because we started a little late. But our likes are low. I just want to get that right.
Get them likes up. Get them likes up. Yeah. Wait a minute. One of y'all got to bounce in about 7 minutes anyway.
Yeah.
Is that what you were just talking about, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Man. Wait a minute. Carolyn said it's not over. Carolyn G said Misa loved the police looking ass boy.
See, come through, Carolyn. Come to the cookout.
Yeah, Carolyn.
Yeah, that's what you did. Been like, that's how I'm trying to tell people. Listen. That is the rhythm of life. Listen, what you just did, Ben and Carolyn, not knowing each other, ever met each other, nothing. She put something online and you read it, I bet you, in the exact voice.
In her voice. Exactly.
That is the culture of snapping.
Right. Somebody said, all my life I had to fight.
Ass boy. I don't know him either, ass looking boy.
Till you do right by me. Ass head.
That boy teeth look like Florida coast. That shit.
This nigga teeth look like Alligator Alley, bro. Juan Williams is like driving down Alligator Alley.
God damn. That boy teeth look like Tallahassee. Boy.
Leon County ass teeth. Hey, watch this. Old fam, you ass looking teeth.
Bethune-Cookman High School ass boy.
Oh man. Chief Teeth Williams. Oh my God. Mark S. Chief Teeth.
Somebody just won. He won. You win game. You broke the internet.
God damn, man. Oh Jesus. We have not had a roast. What is this? What do we call this? We titled this.
Somebody said the dark side of Yoda. Damn.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Y'all ready? There's some snappers out there.
Oh, Jesus Christ,
black smiling
Lisa!
ass boy.
How much wood could a one chuck wood if a one could chuck wood? God damn it!
God. Oh wow.
Come through, Lisa.
Defund the teeth.
Come through.
God
Defund the
damn.
teeth.
Man.
Oh, man.
Damn.
Imagine-
Now
we-
listen,
we
listen,
imagine the mouth ass boy.
listen. Every one of your smiles are beautiful. Just don't say anything stupid so we don't.
Okay,
gotta
J.
point it
Cole.
out.
Okay, J. Cole. Cricket smile.
Where do you see that with that? Where you see that with that?
No. You say every one of your smiles is beautiful. That sounds like a J. Cole song. You remember he made a Cricket smile song?
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, man, y'all are killing me. What do we call this? The roast trap? What do we call this? Where we just go in on somebody?
Yeah, it's
I
the
don't
roast
know,
trap.
bro.
I love it.
It was- it
Listen,
was
man,
good.
people know that
Ass boy.
we don't.
He beat Joe Lewis's ass.
Oh man, listen.
Big
let me
game
tell y'all
hunter
something.
teeth.
Big game hunter teeth ass boy. Oh, make a necklace out of that nigga mouth ass boy. He got a shark tooth like he in Myrtle Beach ass boy. All these
man.
teeth bit me before ass
Bro,
boy.
I feel like we're missing what one of those movies where the dude's teeth is like the main part of the movie. Is somebody in the chat room would think of it. You were about to say something, Buddell.
I mean, shit, it don't matter. You know how it is when you're joking. You lose it at that moment.
Shit, I forgot everything. I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
Yeah. This is not bullying, y'all. When you say something stupid, you get invited to the he took
the
Don't Get a
roast
Day
session.
too far. And he took Don't Get a Day too far.
Wait, but
Wait, no.
hey, but wow, wait.
Yeah, you gotta pause. You gotta pause, man. He took Donkey of the Day too goddamn far. Mondale, I don't know who did this to you when you were younger, bro.
Man.
I don't know who did this to you, man. But you are you in counseling? Or you see somebody on the regular?
I see somebody for it. I do.
Don't see him. Stop seeing him. Just keep
He
being
said
you.
stop
dog.
now.
Be you. Dog. Go ahead, Marcus.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right, nigga, you gonna be walking by that Christmas tree trying to imaginary punch something back there.
No. I've actually, I even got to imagine like this. Dog. I gotta like when I'm boxing, I literally have to punch up because if it ever goes down, I ain't gonna be punching nobody in the goddamn knees, bro. Like, what's
Hold
the
on.
point?
Speaking of punching, Ben, how do you feel as a short boxer about as a short boxer? How do you feel about Nate?
Dog, it was hilarious. It was sad. Like this is why you got to keep a good team around you, bro. Because
boxing mouth ass, teeth licking boy.
Bro, that man, Nate Robinson collapsed on that mat, like, bro, like, has he recovered yet? Has he recovered yet?
No, he's still laying down. DGMG.
He's still laying down. He's still laying down.
Said DGMG Nico said Tiki Wonder.
Tiki Wonder win the game.
Tiffy.
You win.
Tiffy Wonder.
Tiffy
You
won.
win.
Wonder.
You win. You win.
Hey, here's the problem. America. I gotta get this point in. Listen, man, what that dude said.
Oh,
about
Warren
James
Williams from the
Clyburn,
Teeth Coach.
Yeah, it's dangerous. It's dangerous to us as black people. You can't be elevating James Clyburn and get away with it.
Hey, this is a bar right here. Politician promises.
That's a T-shirt.
False teeth.
Yo, that's a double entendre for weeks, bro.
Bruh, they killed that one.
Okay, you win.
Yeah. Go ahead, Marcus. You were saying.
Nah, man, just you can't elevate Jim Clyburn for the reasons that he elevated him. And
Hold on. Hey, Marcus, let me say something. I want you to comment to this guy. Chester Evans said
he's coming.
Marcus, Chester Evans said he's not feeling us today.
Who's Chester Evans?
Somebody in the chat. He said he's not feeling us
Shall
today.
we show how proficient at trolling we really are?
We need to just go.
Leave this man.
Chester,
Hey, we love you, bro. We love you, bro. You might be uncomfortable today, but we love you anyway.
Man, okay, I'm glad you stopped me because I was about to go to tell you about his profile.
Well, I was gonna say like that. The other option is for us to go to the profile.
Mark said no.
Yeah.
Marcus said no.
No, we're gonna love on our audience, bro. We're gonna love on our audience, bro.
The Trap Squad is entitled to their opinions about what we do.
And I'm entitled to my jokes about your profile picture.
No. We gonna do. We
All right.
Yeah,
We love you,
that's
Chester.
right.
We love you,
we
Chester
love you.
Evans.
What platform?
Every
Facebook.
every episode ain't for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, like some of these.
I know what's going on.
For us.
Chester, I feel it, man. I got you, brother. We're gonna calm down because what we're doing is being insensitive to people with teeth issue, and you might have teeth issues. So I'm sorry, Chester.
Look, I got a short issue, okay? I got a short issue. Motherfuckers, I've been short my whole goddamn life. And I feel like we just got like I'm not gonna tell people that you gotta toughen up and be toughened up your skin, but goddamn it, on this show, hey yo, let's see how that go to focus. Send it to me.
That's our brother Chester. He got one of them. He's a Marine Corps vet. You know how us Marines are. We super emotional about everything. You know what I'm saying?
Sean Renee
Glasgow
said, leave Chester alone.
Listen. Chester's a Marine. That means he's automatically family to me because I'm a Marine. Therefore, I have a special place to clown him because I know how we are.
Okay, so let's ask Chester. Let's see if Chester is in for. Hell, we'll bring Chester on screen. Come on, Chester, you want to come on screen?
You want to come on the screen?
Chester,
you roast us, we roast you. Let's just do it. Like
Chester,
now, we might be inviting an all-star roaster on this show.
I like that. I like losing roasts, bro. What?
All right, let's do it.
Come on, Chester, won't you come? Chester, won't you come?
All of
Chester,
us. Come on.
Come on, Chester, with your.
The only thing I got going for me is that I feel my consolation prize is that I am taller than Kevin Hart. That is really what encourages me.
Someone said the tooth will set you free.
Jesus Christ.
Count every tooth. Listen, my sweater says count every vote. I'm gonna change it to count every tooth. They gonna use Warren Williams' mouth for kindergarten. Teach your kids how to count to forever.
Jesus Christ. If you want to understand infinity, look at Warren Williams' mouth.
Chester, come on the show, brother. We invite everybody. We invite everybody up here and just come through.
Because
3.1. Oh, 3.414 ass.
Well, 3.14. This nigga mouth look like pie. Not like the cake pie, but the pie, the eternal.
What's pi square?
3.148269.
You ready for this? Mark, you ready for this? What's pi square? Warren Williams' upper and bottom teeth, motherfucker. That's pi square. Oh, Buzz Lightyear to infinity beyond ass teeth boy.
So man, you know what? We are going
infinity truth. Goddamn.
Infinity truth. Damn. Man.
Oh my God. No, wait. This is gonna be the end. Stop the count. Stop trying to count that man.
Done.
Okay. All right.
So I got a meeting to go to. I can't stand y'all. Chester, we just clowning Chester, man. We glad you watched the show.
An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, bro. It means so much more now. It means something totally different.
Man, you don't want to play that game with Warren Williams. He's always gonna win. Dude got extra tooth. He got shark mouth, teeth on rotator belt. Them just come around the corner. Just fall out and come back.
Hey,
rotator belt ass mouth.
Real question, man. Can we go ahead and plug out real quick?
Yeah. Let's let you
can we
get
talk
out
about
here,
where we? Can we talk about where we represent real quick? So Ben Dixon, how can people find you?
At Benjamin P. Dixon on Twitter. You see me at the below. We got thanks to Mundell, we got some newfangled technology or use of our current technology. It's going to be even nicer going forward. You can find me on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, all the places you can find people. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, it's right in front of my video. Go there, get me. Y'all nuts. That's a double entendre too, because we Squirrel Squad. I love that. That was a good. That was a good comment. So yeah, Mundell Robinson everywhere, y'all. That's where I am. Marcus.
That's it.
Warren Williams' teeth is bigger than family drum line.
Baby shark head ass. Head ass.
Oh, head boy. Daddy shark. Warren's talk. I have no kids.
Jesus Christ. Why do we spend this much time? Because I actually.
Did you say Tifa's Christ? Ben.
Who said that shit?
Ben, did you say Tifa's Christ?
No, you just said Tifa's Christ.
I'm scrolling through trying to find it. I'm scrolling. My dumb ass trying to scroll through the chat room and find that shit.
Wait. Okay. All right. My name is Mark. You can find me at Marcus Farrell.
Wait. My name is Marcus Farrell. I have nothing to do with this shit.
All right. I don't know damn one of these niggas.
Oh man.
This is
he needed Marcus. Where they find you at, bro?
I can't even get the shit out, man. Marcus for America on Instagram, Twitter, Marcus Farrell on Facebook, www.marcusfarrell.com on online. And check this out. I think I'll take the last word real quick because if we keep going, we're never going to leave. This can go for hours. First, if you guys have any last words, just one more joke from each one of you, and then I'm gonna end it.
Go ahead, Bundell. You go first.
Oh, what, a joke?
Yeah, or whatever your last word is.
Oh, mouth like a prison bar ass boy. Where the key code at?
Bro, I'm not gonna be able to find it. I'm trying to find the black Proud Boy, the fascist who got his teeth knocked out, so we can ask Juan Williams to make a donation on his behalf. But go ahead. Go ahead, Marcus. You got it.
Hey, listen. Don't cap tooth caps.
Don't tooth
cap for moderates, or this is what's gonna happen to you. Thank you for watching Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap.
Yes.
We really appreciate you guys showing up. We will see you tomorrow.
Defund the teeth, nigga. Defund those teeth. All
right. And tomorrow we'll try to do a better job. Actually,
no, we're not.
No, tomorrow's Friday,
bro. I think tomorrow we're gonna do the same exact thing.
Tomorrow's Friday, baby.
And I'm gonna be missing Friday tomorrow morning. So I'm sorry, America, but y'all have a good time tomorrow, man.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Thanks for joining Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Take care,
everybody. We got meetings, Shans. Peace. We'll see you back.
Wait. We had a super chat. Let me at least put the super chat on the screen. Ben, I used your voice with a few others to make a video on this channel called the Okay, all right. I'm gonna follow up on that later because Marcus and everybody got to go. We got to get going to make this money. All right, we'll see everybody later. Take care.